Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are fine and doing good. Hope you understood the previous lectures of physics. Welcome to another virtual class of physics. In today's lecture, we have to study the two topics that are speed and velocity. These two are the physical quantities and we have to study these two quantities in detail, and these are the question number 8 and 9 from your notes. Okay students, the first question in our mind, that what is speed? Okay, start this topic from a simple and small example, that you have seen a picture. There are two cars. The first is in red color and the other is in blue color. Okay, both the cars covers a distance, so we can easily differentiate that which one is the faster. Okay, the red car is faster than the blue car because it covers a larger distance. So we can say that the speed of the red car is greater than the speed of blue car. Okay, the definition of the speed is the distance covered by an object in unit time. This is called speed. For example, there are two objects, and if we compare the two objects, the one object is faster than the other object. It means the faster object covers a larger distance as compared to the another object. So the speed of the first object is greater than the other object. So we can say that speed means the how fast something is moving. An object covers a distance in unit time, that is called speed. Okay students, here is the mathematical form or mathematical expression or mathematical formula of speed. Is the speed is equals to distance covered divided by time taken. The symbol or the representation of speed is v, that is small v. Okay, is equals to the symbol or the representation of distance is s, and that is distance covered, and the symbol or the representation of time is small t. Okay, if the speed and time are the known quantities and we have to find the distance, so we modify or we change the formula and we can write it that s is equals to v multiplied by t. On right hand side, t is divided by s and goes to the left hand side and multiplied with v. So the formula becomes s is equals to v multiplied by t. Okay students, as you have studied that physical quantities have some numerical value and with appropriate unit. Okay, the unit of the speed is meter per second. So we have to write the unit like meter m divided by second s. Okay, meter is a unit of distance and s is the second, the unit of time. So meter divided by second, or we can say that meter per second is a unit of speed. The nature of the speed is it is a scalar quantity because speed is equals to distance divided by time. Distance is a scalar quantity. Just because of distance, speed is also a scalar quantity. This is the nature of speed. Okay students, here is a numerical example or mathematical example to find the speed. There are 2 points, the point A and point B, and an object moves from point A to point B and covers a distance that is equals to 500 meters, and the time taken by the object is 100 seconds. There are two known quantities and we have to find the speed of the object that moves from point A to point B. So we use the formula v, that is speed is equals to distance divided by time. Now we replace the quantities from its values. distance is equals to 500 meters, so v is equals to 500 meters divided by time is equals to 100 seconds. So the formula becomes v is equals to 500 divided by 100. Now divide both the quantities, so the v is equals to 5 meter per second. That is the speed of object. Okay, here is another term that is called the uniform speed. The word uniform means the same. Uniform speed means the speed which is not changing and remains same all the time. So the definition of uniform speed is if the body covers equal distance in equal intervals of time, however short the interval may be. It means if the body covers the equal distance in equal interval of time. Okay, in equal interval of time means there is a gap of time becomes same. Okay, for example, if the body moves and covers a distance in 1 second is 1 meter, and other 1 second the body also covers a distance of 1 meter. That is called the uniform speed. Okay, I'll explain the uniform speed with example. There is a bike rider and it moves and covers a distance of 5 meter in 1 second. Okay, after 1 second the bike rider also covers a 5 meter of distance in 1 second. After that 1 second the bike rider also covers the distance of 5 meters in 1 second. As you can see in a table, in the first value of time is 1 second and the distance is 5 meters. The second value of time is 1 second and the distance is 5 meters. And the third value of time is 1 second and the distance is 5 meters. Throughout the specific time, the bike rider covers the equal distance in equal interval of time. Equal interval of time means the time intervals becomes same. The gap of time becomes same. So the speed is 5 meter per second in each second. So the speed will be uniform. Okay, that is called the uniform speed of bike rider. Okay students, there is a conclusion of this topic that in everyday life speeds are not uniform. Sometimes our speed change in different time intervals. So we can, if we have to find the speed of that specific time, we can calculate the average speed. Okay, if the speed of the body changing during the time interval t, then v, that is called the speed, is the average speed of the body during time. And if the body does not change its speed, does not vary its speeds, vary, vary, that means change. And if the speed of the body does not vary and has the same value, then the body is said to be in uniform speed, or the body possesses the uniform speed. It means the speed does not change. Okay students, now we have to start another topic that is called velocity. What is velocity? Rate of displacement of a body, that is called velocity. Rate means the change in unit time. Okay, the rate of displacement of a body is called velocity, and the displacement covered by an object in unit time, that is also called a velocity. Okay, there is a difference from speed of word distance and displacement. In speed we use distance and in velocity we use displacement. Okay students, if we compare the speed and velocity, both the quantities, in the first figure you can see the speed is simply that how fast you are traveling. That's it. This car is traveling at a speed of 20 meters per second. It means the speed covers a distance. Okay, in another figure, the velocity is a speed. Basically, velocity is also a speed, but in a given direction, in a specific direction. So we use the displacement. So the definition of the velocity becomes the rate of displacement. displacement is a vector quantity and have a direction. Just because of displacement, velocity also have a direction. So this car is traveling at a velocity of 20 meter per second in the direction of east. Okay, this is the main difference between the speed and velocity of direction. Okay, here is another example to differentiate between the velocity and speed, that the speed that is in the specific direction, that speed is called velocity. Okay, there is a speed, it means how fast the object is moving, and there is a direction, in which direction that object is moving, that is called the velocity of an object. Here is a mathematical formula or mathematical expression of velocity. Okay, the formula of velocity is equals to displacement divided by time. The symbol of velocity is v with arrowhead is equals to the symbol or the representation of displacement is small d with arrowhead. This is the representation of the vector quantity. Okay, and the symbol of time is small t. Okay, if we have the two known quantities, for example, velocity and time are two known quantities, and we have to find the displacement, we can modify the formula and we can write d, that is the displacement, is equals to v multiplied by t. Okay, displacement is a vector quantity, so we put arrowhead and also put arrowhead on velocity. The unit of velocity is meter per second. The unit of displacement is meter divided by the unit of time is seconds. So the unit of velocity is meter per second. Unit of velocity is same as of speed. Okay. The nature of velocity is that velocity is a vector quantity. In formula of velocity, there is a displacement. Displacement is a vector quantity, and just because of displacement, velocity is also a vector quantity and have a direction. Okay students, here is a numerical example or mathematical example to find the value of velocity. Okay, as you can see a figure, there are 2 points A and B. There are 2 lines. First one is in blue color and the other one is in red color. Okay, the blue color, the dotted line shows the distance covered by an object from point A to point B, that is equals to 300 meter, and the red line shows the shortest distance or the displacement that is covered by the object from point A to point B, that is D is equals to 120 meters, and the time taken to cover the displacement from point A to point B, that is t is equals to 60 seconds. Now put the values in the formula. Velocity is equals to displacement divided by time. We replace the terms displacement and time with its values. So velocity is equals to 120 divided by 60. So the answer or the value of velocity is 2 meter per second. Okay. By dividing 120 divided 60, answer is 2 meter per second is velocity. Okay, the next term is uniform velocity, and the definition of uniform velocity is if the body covers equal displacement in equal intervals of time, however short the interval may be. Okay, if the body is moving and covers a displacement in 1 second and the displacement is 1 meter, in another 1 second the body also covers the displacement 1 meter, it means the velocity of object is uniform. Okay, now there is an explanation by using example. There are 4 directions: north, south, east, west. Okay, displacement is a vector quantity and there is a magnitude associated with direction. Okay, there is a magnitude also having a direction. So this is called the vector quantity. Now we have to discuss the uniform velocity. In the first value is 1 second and the displacement covered by the bike rider is 5 meters. In another 1 second the displacement is 5 meters, and throughout the end the time interval is same and displacement is also same. So the velocity will be uniform, but there is a direction and direction does not change during the whole time. Students, if the speed and the direction of body does not change, in such a case body possesses uniform velocity. And if the body covers equal displacement in equal intervals of time but changing its direction, so the body does not possesses the uniform velocity. Okay, that is velocity of a body during any interval of time has same magnitude and direction. Okay, if there is no change in speed, no change in direction, that velocity is called the uniform velocity. Okay, as you can say that speed and velocity are same, but no, these are the different quantities and we can easily differentiate. Here are some differences of speed and velocity. The first difference is the definition. The definition of speed is the distance covered by an object in unit time is called speed, and the definition of velocity is the displacement covered by a body in unit time. There is a difference of the word distance and displacement. We use distance in speed and we use displacement in velocity. Okay, the other difference of formula. The formula of speed is v is equals to s divided by t, and the formula of velocity is v is equals to d divided by t, and v with arrowhead is the symbol of velocity and the simple v is the symbol of speed. The third difference that speed is a scalar quantity and the velocity is a vector quantity. Okay, you cannot write the unit in differentiation because unit is a similarity. Speed and velocity, both the quantities have the same unit, meter per second, so unit is not a differentiation, that is similarity. Okay students, it's time to end the topic, and here is your today's diary. You have to learn the question number 8 and 9 of unit number 2 from your notes, and you have to write on your rough register the difference between the speed and velocity and the uniform speed and uniform velocity. And in today's task, as your previous diary is the test of question number 1 to 5, you have to attempt your test on your loose sheets with proper presentation